Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Solo Score Rush. We're finally getting into this next match. It is going to be a match between... oh wait, this is the wrong one. 1 second. I think my laser crashed, but it is going to be a match versus maykolmejor and Sky. These two being very close in seeds actually. I think the client might be a bit off. Hello, lot.
Funny issue, so I'm sorry for the late arrival, but let us start the match commentary now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna restart my client real quick because I think it's having some issues. It crashed like a little bit before this. I think that might be why it's a little off. 1 second, just loading it back up. But as I was saying, this is a match between two very close seeds, so I am wondering if we'll see a very close match.
Same.
Like
some matches between close seeds are like one player winning majorly with very close results, so it's all close wins on each map, but overall it's like the point is still mostly towards one player. But with the score system, that will likely not happen because you need a very big gap to actually skip the tiebreaker and maybe a few other picks.
Yeah, I mean, I think typically within these types of matches where it's very close, usually it's either very one-sided or it's very close. I wouldn't really say there's some in-between with these types of matches. It's just really hard to kind of tell, because I mean, especially just because like even based on like the seeding that we're really going off of, I mean, it's based off qualifiers, and those were pretty difficult, especially compared to this pool.
Indeed.
I'm not sure what's happening with my laser client. I think the chat's a bit off. I don't know. It was
the chat seems completely off. Like, these are not the right players.
I'll just wait because as well as the stable client, I don't know what's happening with it. It like crashed like a little bit before I started, so I don't know if that's causing any issues. I'll just check. I would say I'm pretty familiar with Sky. I think some people might be familiar with Sky if they did watch the past two 40Ms. They were a part of the US team.
Very amazing.
I would say they'll probably do pretty well on a pool like this one. I mean, especially given that it's not like that difficult. I mean, there's still some difficulty to be said, but it's not one and done. I'm not really too familiar with the other player completely, so I can't really say too much. Yeah, I think the laser client is kind of bugging out. I guess both clients are bugging out a little bit, so we'll just kind of have to wait. But so far, I think we're only in the roles. I think we only have one role so far, though. I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I think we're probably in the rolling phase now. I see both players already in the lobby, just doing their thing.
Yeah, I think Sky got a 74 on the roll. I don't see a roll on the other players. We'll kind of just have to wait for that. I'm not really sure what to expect. I feel like with someone like Sky, I feel like we might expect something like a LN Protect. Or, oh no, I forgot there's no Protects. Maybe one of the more physical races. I would say maybe something like Rice 1, Rice 2 maybe?
Race 2 is definitely the safest physical pick, yeah.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends if consistency is more on Sky's side. I mean, I did see them being a rather consistent player when I did see them play, so maybe they might go for the Rice 1 ban. Okay, and a 43 roll, so I believe Sky will be winning the roll.
This is funny.
I think there's just being issues all around. I think the referee's having a little issue.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's a discipline. So hopefully, once we finish all of this, I guess, starting phase, hopefully things are a bit smoother, but there isn't really too much that we can do completely. I think the referee's back now. I guess we could look over the qualifier stats while we're waiting here.
Right.
Just pull that up. Yes. I mean, I think there's realistically there's probably only like 3 picks that we could look at, but that could still give us a little bit of insight at least.
Funny enough, it actually proves that both players have a chance to win, especially in this like score attack scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, looking at it, they're pretty relatively close. Yeah, I mean,
what I'm seeing, Mayko is more of an Ellen player, while Sky is more of a Rice player, at least from the first 3 stages. But overall, the gaps in the seat positions balance out.
that one I'm kind of surprised about. I'm wondering if maybe Sky choked on the second and third stage. Because, I mean, I think usually I know them more as like an LN hybrid player, at least within their position in 4DM.
Right.
So maybe...
Actually, Sky did better in L1s.
Yeah.
So, a bit of an upper ground in just stuff in general. We could suspect that. Actually, I don't even know.
I feel like this one's so hard to tell because like these scores aren't even that far apart, and like if we see like either player choke, it could easily go just either way really. But we see an LN1 ban from Mako, which I think is probably the smart choice coming from them.
Indeed.
Oh, and a Rice 2 ban. Okay.
Yep, and That's two basically rawest maps of Rice and LN Be Gone.
Yeah, I mean, those are like the longest for each of them, I believe. Sky is immediately going for an LN2. I mean, I think that makes sense. I mean, I feel like LN2 or LN3 would have been fine.
Yeah. Early stage, I think LN density and actually like any LN are kind of just coordination danger for the Rice player anyways.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening with my client. It's not like loading. Yeah, for 1 second. I don't know if it's because it crashed. Unless we're going... Oh, okay. I guess it's working now. Okay, going into LN2. I think this is a pretty smart choice. I mean, like you said, there is like a little bit of a coordination aspect within this pick, so potentially it could go a little bit in favor of Sky, especially given that we saw a ban on the first LN.
Yeah.
Man, even like in this beginning.
Yeah, good thing Mayko can play LN, so there is always a chance for either player to bounce back, because they're not like a Rice or LN1 trick. They can play either. There's just a bit of a bias towards one or another.
Yeah, I think especially as we're gonna start getting into these next patterns, we're probably gonna see this like stabilize a little bit. I mean, both players getting an early grades, so there isn't really too much we can really say.
Both players are pretty consistent within their own act range. Sky definitely showing pretty notable advantage in act.
Yeah, I think it's like I said earlier. I mean, as soon as we get into these more density, a little bit controlling in like the finger bias within the section, which I think is probably what's causing both these players to drop their accuracy a little bit. But I think it's more so affecting Mayko. Potentially that LN strain maybe factoring in. Yeah, I know it's definitely factoring their accuracy though, one way or another.
Yeah, I think it's like the semi-coordination aspect. Like the map is almost inverse, but not really. So you still have to know when to release, and that makes the map infinitely less cheesable.
Yeah, especially because it's like a slower LN density pick. I mean, slower in terms of like what we expect to see at the very end. I mean, it's still like 180-ish. So it's definitely not the slowest LN pick. I mean, we did have last week as well, but it's still not the fastest pick.
Yeah, it's just slow enough to induce a lot of coordination in the finger control.
Yeah, I mean,
this part does get harder, but both of us is still very consistent so far. The gap is actually getting closer in the act.
Yeah, I kind of wonder now what would have happened if Sky didn't ban Rice 2. Because, I mean, if Sky is able to hold their consistency on something like this, what's stopping them from holding consistency on something like Rice 2? I
do know that within stage 4, Mayko had seed 16 and Sky got seed 46.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, usually such a low score can be a blunder or a miss, but this is such a big gap, I kind of doubt so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's better safe than sorry, especially in like a situation like this. I mean, it's still very early on in like the tournament. I mean, neither player really wants to get knocked down. I would say no player at all really wants to get knocked down, especially in these early stages.
Yeah, with that in mind, I think if Sky did ban Rice 2, then Rice 5 is the closest to a chokeable stamina-ish map.
Yeah, Rice 2 definitely is like the easiest to choke. But I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Wait, did I say Rice 5?
I heard Rice 2. I don't know, maybe I'm hearing things.
Oh my god, my brain is malfunctioning. Yeah, I meant to say Rice 5. It's closest to a Rice 2, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially just because like Rice 5 is a lot more abrasive in terms of its patterning, especially like that ending. If you're not ready for it, I don't.
Yeah, it's just very dangerous in general. Like, it has that streamy nature that's similar to Rise 2 as well.
I don't know what they. Oh, okay.
Oh, Rise 1 is picked.
Yeah, it's like a little
Yeah.
delayed on the client.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like guess things without seeing the chat right now.
Yeah, because I have it on like the stable client, but it's like delayed, or it just didn't send the message, so I wasn't like too sure what was picked.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is probably like the second best pick Mako could have gone for. I literally was gonna just say that this is probably the most chokeable for Sky.
Yeah, this map is very raw skill heavy, so Mako has quite an advantage right there.
Yeah, I mean, typically speed picks are usually very like raw skilly, just because they're already like very difficult to hold good accuracy on. But it seems like Mako is going to be holding their way in that accuracy. Sky really struggling just to keep up with that speed.
Yeah, Sky needs to pick a lot of like chokeable LN hybrid maps to counter this. Like, the score lead right now is very hard to combat against.
Yeah, this, I mean, especially because we're only halfway and we've seen like 3 misses from Sky already. Or make it 4.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, this map is tough.
I kind of wonder if this should have been banned instead, but I mean, I guess we'll really never know because we did see Rise 2 banned instead. But
yeah, let's be honest, both picks are dangerous to Sky, so...
Yeah. Oh!
Mako finally dropping a miss, but it's not enough to sway the lead.
Yeah, they have a really
Sky.
big cushion. I wasn't expecting that miss, especially given their accuracy. I mean, they're holding on their own really convincingly.
Yeah, I guess just a bit of a finger control blunder because speed maps always require a lot of like wrist rotation after all, and it's like a very straining motion.
Yeah, especially given that this speed pick isn't straightforward either. It's very, you could say technical in a way. I mean, you have these like 3-note speed sections as well.
Yeah, but whatever happens, Sky is struggling way too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit below 50,000, so that's going to be a lot added into Mako's total sum.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully they did get a little bit of a score lead on that last pick, so potentially, if they're able to make their way through these other ice picks, potentially it could be not as bad, but it's definitely going to set things back a lot more.
Yeah. Don't worry, Sky. We hate speed a lot as well.
That's why we only have one speed pick. I wonder if we'll see LN3 or if we'll see one of the latter 2 hybrids.
We can see LN3, I think, especially because it's like probably most advantageous pick that Sky can have right now.
Yeah. I forgot it's Mako's pick though, because it's like the 2-pick system. So.
Yep, indeed. It's like a reverse serpentine system, so I guess it's like AB, then BA, then AB, but if it's easier to imagine, it is indeed a double pick,
Rise
just a double action, whatever. Rise 3, yeah, makes sense. Although I would have expected Rise 5 more.
Yeah, I would have expected Rise 5 or maybe Rise 4.
Honestly, I think it's more Rise 3 and Rise 5, just because they're like the most raw skill heavy in their respective skill sets.
Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. I mean, I was thinking maybe Rise 4, given that it's a bit streamy as well. Maybe not as fast, but I guess we'll see how this one plays out. I mean, given that it's Jack bias, it is a little bit easier to hold good accuracy on, so it's gonna somewhat come down to an accuracy battle within these Jacks, but I think it's these speed sections that's really gonna kind of show who has the lead.
Mr. Conveniently is very easy to axe, so Reiko is holding very well right now. 99.94. Does it remind me of another match in the past, like just yesterday, where the player also has a very good act on Rise 3. So I can conclude that this pick is the easiest to act overall.
Yeah, I mean, especially given that like kind of Jack bias. I mean, these bursts though can still be kind of tricky. I mean, especially because you have to transition from sometimes to like trills out of like core jacks, which can be really tricky and probably a bit easy to choke on.
The map is indeed very transition heavy, especially towards the end. But overall, it's not as Roscoe heavy as Race 1 or Race 2, so does make it less of a struggle for Sky.
Yeah, I mean, it's
even
definitely
if
showing.
Even if the lead is by Mayko right now, Sky can still like wait for a miss from them and get a few scores. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
but
both of these players are in the 990 range, so I mean, even if like there's a huge lead, it's not gonna even be that huge.
Yeah, with the score system as well, it's just going to be a bit added into the overall sum that can grow by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is like kind of like a common thing, but like if Sky isn't careful enough, I mean, these very small score leads, they can snowball very easily. I mean, we already see a 38k lead. I mean, if Mayko manages to just keep scraping by with a few extra thousand.
Well, that was one miss from Sky. Not good.
Yeah, I mean, especially at ending, which I think it makes sense though. I mean, look at these trills though.
Yeah. It does get very transition heavy and amplifies the Roscoe effect as well. Very clean score from Mayko. That's like 18-1 and a singular 200. That's almost an SS, but whatever. We only see your score anyways, not great.
Yeah, still very clean. But that lead definitely going to be scary for Sky. Especially because we're slowly approaching basically the next phase of this match.
Yeah.
I mean, you have these first 4 picks, but then you do get another ban, and then that lead slowly starts to grow even bigger. Because a lead like this one, I guess, far into the match, it still isn't that huge, but with the cap of how far you can go, it definitely starts to become a lot more.
Sky needs to definitely like maintain a less than 50,000 distance between both players' score gap to advance to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to see
LN3. LN3, oh, of course.
I think that's probably the smartest choice. I mean, it's either you choose it or your opponent's gonna ban it.
Yeah. Gotta get all the noodles up to your advantage first.
I do wonder what Mako's gonna ban next though. I mean, I could easily see Hybrid 2 or Hybrid 3 being banned. Probably Hybrid 3 though, honestly. But here we go, going into our technical race. I wonder if we'll see a big score lead from Sky if he's able to hold that combo.
Technical LN, not Rice, but yeah.
Oh, did I say Rice?
Yeah. I love brain farts.
Yeah, that accuracy is really showing.
The arc distance is a lot more apparent here compared to LN2.
Yeah, I guess these like more staggered releases are gonna favor Sky a lot more.
Correct.
And
the score is getting very heavy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, especially with like a little bit of like a coordination aspect in here, I could see things potentially being kind of bad for Mako, but given their lead, I don't think it's gonna matter too much for now.
Yeah. It did shrink a bit though,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, Sky dropped a few 200s in that chorus.
Yeah, looks like
Surprisingly, Mako is dropping more outside of the choruses. Maybe because the staggered releases are much more of a main trait outside the courses.
I saw them really, yeah, they're releasing very early. I wonder if it might be because like of Percy or maybe like the kind of coordination aspect.
I do want to believe it's because of Percy, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. I mean, we'll never know. I mean, we can't see either of their players' skin.
Yeah, so
that lead's growing a lot more now, though. I mean, Sky's definitely going to be wanting this. I mean, if Sky's potentially able to gain an accuracy lead on a section like this one, it could be very good.
Yeah, the UR bar of Mako is fluctuating very wildly. Just a bit more than Sky.
Yeah, that accuracy dropping by so much.
Yeah.
I mean, Sky's staying pretty consistent. I mean, with not much left, he really just has to kind of just stay consistent within these last patterns.
Yep, and that's 11,000 obtained by Sky.
Yeah, just under that 50k. Definitely going to be a saving grace for Sky. But it's really going to be a matter of how Sky does within these next few picks. I mean, they immediately go for a Rice 5 ban.
Of course. Good job, Sky. This is absolutely to be expected.
Yeah.
Now there's only Luciferin left in Rice. So, and that pick is very it's very easy on the raw skill side of things. But on the other hand, all the Ellen picks are also be gone, so it will be a pretty tough battle for Sky from now on. Pushing to tiebreaker is possible though, I'll say that.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. I'm just wondering if we'll see that though. I mean, we see Rice 4 being the only one left. I don't know how these hybrids will go though. I feel like on at least with the hybrids left, I feel like Hybrid 1 might favor Mako just a little bit more, but I'm not too sure. I mean, at least compared to all these other hybrids. I really wonder what we'll see. I mean,
I can expect either Hybrid 1 or Rice 4. I'm leaning more towards Hybrid 1 just because it's pretty heavy on the Rice with the shields on the first third of the map, and Mako has shown that they can play LN even if it's not as good as Sky, but within a hybrid context, it can be enough to just wait for misses from the opponent.
I think Mako's just a little confused on what's up. Tried to ban Ellen too, which was already chosen.
The urge to just join the lobby and see what the chat is talking about right now.
I mean, so far, Mako just said LN2, and then that's it. Yeah, the ref asked again, but they're saying LN2. I think they're just a little confused.
But we'll get used to it soon,
Hybrid
maybe.
1.
And if Hybrid 1, yep, called it.
I don't know. I didn't think this would be banned. I felt like I don't know. I think these it's hard
Wait, it's
because
a wait. We're not out of the bands yet. Oh my god, didn't expect it to be banned. Yeah, I expected the complete opposite as a pick instead of a ban.
yeah, yeah,
Especially considering that Mako did pretty well on the shields in LN3 as well. Like,
mhm.
this just completely threw me off. But, yeah, all of the maps are very different from each other, so we can't really predict the result of one based on another.
Yeah. I think it's this good. Yeah. Okay. We'll see Rice 4. I mean, that makes sense though. I mean, I don't think anyone expected one of the hybrids from Mako, especially given that Rice is right there. And here we go. Finally
Well,
getting
and
into.
Rice 4 is picked. Both players are pretty, like, they're all capable of doing Rice to like a survivable degree. So this will essentially just be an act battle because this map is basically nothing in raw skill, at least
Yeah, it's more.
in retrospect to other maps.
It's more technical out of like a lot of these other picks. It's a little bit awkward too. So it really just is who's are we gonna see Sky hold the combo on this one though? Because I don't think we've seen an FC on any of the races from Sky so far.
This could be the one though. Really expecting.
Yeah, I mean this score lead isn't even like that big.
Yeah, it's decided by like less than 100 non-rainbow 300s. So yeah, Sky's holding very well in the act, around 99.8, so always a chance to just recover the lead.
Yeah, I mean on a pick like this one, Sky doesn't need to win it. I mean, you might look at like the score lead and you might think Sky really needs to win this, but I mean given that there's still one more pick after this, and we still have both the hybrids. If Sky is able to just gain that lead just a little bit from the hybrids, I
Yeah.
mean, potentially the tiebreaker could favor Sky just a little bit more.
Maybe just a little bit. The coordination patterns in the tiebreaker is like hell because of all the polyrhythms.
Yeah,
But
especially because of the awkwardness.
yeah, within the normal picks though, I think Sky should be more cautious from now on because the gap is like dangling around 50,000 right now.
Yeah, I mean, we see it grow just little by little. I mean, Sky just really wants to minimize how much it grows, though. That's the main thing.
Yeah, very clean score from Mayko. Oh, okay.
That's like a 20 to 1. Like a little
Yeah,
under.
it's 21/1. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
I think this is their last pick. Yeah, it is their last pick.
yeah. Maybe this map is too soft on the raw skill side. The next ones won't though. So just enjoy while it lasts.
I really wonder what we're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see Hybrid 2. I think this one made sense.
Yup, Hybrid 2 is it's very chokeable on the LN aspect in the way that you can like drop a miss or two because of the transitions.
Yeah.
Though I would argue that Hybrid 3 is a better pick from the LN
Yeah.
bias alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's
that.
raw, yeah, it's raw skill heavy though, so it makes sense. Both hybrids are kind of like they compensate for each other in a way or another.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Hybrid 3 could work, but it's hard. I mean, both these hybrids, they're awkward in their own way. It's just really which one's Sky more comfortable with, I think, is the real question between both of these hybrids. don't know. It's time.
Just waiting for the players to get ready.
Yeah, I can't tell if it started or not because I see the good look have fun. I don't know if it started.
I'm going to jump into the chat right now.
I think it started. I might have to restart the client. I'm not too sure what's going on with it. Okay, yeah. Let me restart it. Not too sure what's happening. But hopefully we can get it in time.
I'm gonna pray that Sky gets like 4,465 score minimum. Just
Yeah,
so even a tiebreaker push can do miracles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just updating everything to make sure. Okay. Let me.
Tiebreaker.
I will be up in just a second.
Well, this is funny. Hold on a sec.
Okay, here we go.
Both players are already in hybrid 2, yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay, Sky has. Oh, that's a good lead.
Wow! Yes! This is what I love to see right now. I think Maykolmejor is just struggling a lot with the tricky hybrid patterns, which makes sense because I guess tech hybrids rigging are like fundamentally unbiased to the majority of the player base.
Yeah, that's like a 12k lead. That is going to make it close. But Sky is still going to be able to make one more shot at this.
Yeah, the final scoring is here. It's approaching. And it's also a big tech hybrid.
Yeah, I really wonder how Mako is going to do in this.
Yeah, I'm very excited. This trick is such a hilarious tiebreaker. It works though, I'll say that.
Yeah, it's so funky. I'm really just wondering though if Sky is going to be able to stay consistent, especially on something that's a bit on the longer side, and especially because it is like a tiebreaker.
Yup. There are also like more raw rice patterns compared to in hybrid 2, so anything could happen, honestly.
Yeah, it's really just who can stay consistent, and I guess for Sky, it's just up to them. If they're able to execute these patterns just fine, and if they're able to gain enough of an accuracy, I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
Has Mako even missed on any of these picks so far?
They both struggle a bit on the intro and releases.
Let me check.
Yeah, those are hard. Sky needs to capitalize a lot on these like act drops from Mako.
Yeah, I think so far Mako's only missed on one pick, and that being the speed pick. So I think it is a little concerning for Sky, but potentially we could see things flip over completely.
Yeah, we start with this rice tech section, which is Sky's struggling a lot with these hyper fast mini Jackson bursts.
Yeah, I think they even dropped like a 100 on one of them. So it's definitely very scary, but thankfully it doesn't last for too long. It's still going to be here for just a little bit more, but potentially they can make up for it in this next section.
Yeah, Mako just dropped a lot on these LNs, and that's just one very small section, so I'm curious how Mako will hold up in the upcoming LN wildcard part, but we have this part 2 upcoming, and then we are in the LN release.
I mean, Sky was able to hold their FC, so that's definitely a good sign, at least for now.
Right.
And here we go.
Yeah, Mako is dropping already 100 and a lot more act drops upcoming. Sky is very consistent, no act drops so far.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing Mako's accuracy drop a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, oh, that's exactly what Sky needed.
Well, it's not enough. Oh, that's a dirty miss, because Sky needs to capitalize on this very well.
Sky really needs to make their accuracy back up, and they need to hold that combo. I mean, even though that they have a lead, it's not enough. I mean, it isn't based on who wins this pick. It's based on who has the higher score advantage.
Yeah, Sky needs like a very big lead, like 42,000 and more.
Yeah, I mean,
here comes the Ellen coordination part.
I think this part might help Sky a little bit, but I think that previous section, it definitely hurt them a little bit, just because it was more ricey.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mako's gonna drop on a part like this.
It's very chokeable, yeah. Ellen coordination is much more missable than it is 200able, just because most players tend to try to act these patterns as much as possible, but unintentionally cause blunders to their score.
But I guess Mako is going to be holding him on their own. I mean, even despite those two misses, and Sky still holding a decent accuracy, they're still just at a deficit.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so close to the end. I mean, we still have these like Ellen hybridy sections, but like we're coming close on like a next rice section. And unless we see a major drop from Mako, I really don't see things turning the other way around. I mean, even in terms of just the lead.
One miss, that's not enough though. Like, it needs like 4 or 5 misses or something just for the gap to become 42,000 in favor of Sky.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see a very, very just dirty play through on one of these sections for it to even like shift in the favor of Sky.
Yeah, with the upcoming with this section being Rice, it does not help either. Although I do see both players pushing a lot, pushing their limits on this part in particular.
Yeah, I think Sky's dropping just a little bit more 200s within this like section, and especially as these bursts are going to be coming in, it's definitely going to be hurting Sky just a little bit more.
Wait, that is an FC from Sky.
Yeah.
A low AC FC, and it's not enough to. It's not able to sway the score lead to their favor, but an FC is an FC. We congratulate.
I think Sky did the same thing in for the in like quarterfinals tiebreaker, like exactly like near, like the same accuracy as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of funny though. I mean, being able to stay very consistent like on tiebreakers, it definitely helps, but it's just not good enough within like these Rice picks.
It's a very commendable effort from both players though. I did root for Sky a little bit that they can like reverse the lead, but whatever happens next, we just have to see.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully they still have the losers bracket, so
yep.
We'll see what they can do there. It's always fun to see what happens in the losers bracket, especially as things get closer and closer. We're still early on, but like still, we could see some closer matches in losers bracket.
And my congratulations to Mako on convincing win, especially on the Rice picks.
Yeah, I feel like it was that Rice one that it definitely helped so much to secure their win.
Yeah, it's a very draining pick in general. So the next week will not be as easy though, because I believe Mako will be facing like C2.
Ooh, that is not a seed I would want to face. I think that's Moth.
It's Ime.
Oh.
Moth is C3.
Oh, I was close. I was close.
Close enough.
Yeah, but that does conclude this match, and we do have another one in an hour and 15. No, I think 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that one. But for now, unless you have anything else, then I think we can end it off here.
Yep, streams shall be closed soon. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next matches. Goodbye.
See ya.